You guys, I look and feel like a ninja. What do you guys think? Hey guys, hope you all have been well. Welcome back to my channel. I'm trying to not be upset that I have to film this video again. Not this type of video, but this type of video. So see, what had happened was I filmed this video, and you guys know I've talked about it before. You know, these lovely locks, yeah, they ain't mine. So I'm still learning how to use, you know, topper extensions. They're pretty easy. You can hide them in the back of your head. But toppers and wigs, I still don't know how to use them. And although I was confident and thoroughly was pleased with what I said in the video, the part where you were not supposed to see the lines, yeah, you usually can see them in my videos, but like you really saw it. So I just sat down. Sorry guys, I'm sweating, hence why you see skin. You usually don't see skin in my videos, but it's so hot. It's hot in here. In that video, I just talked about the products. In this video, we're gonna just put them on because I didn't want to do my entire face and then film a video. I just thought I'm gonna do them at the same time because I need to film another one after this. We're gonna go through and talk about the products. I'm going to show them to you and give you a mini review. It's been, I wanna say, almost a month since I've been back home. Been playing with the makeup that I purchased in the haul video that I did a few videos back, and predominantly just using those so that I can give you an idea of how I feel about them. And someone did suggest that I talk about the products that I purchased, so I figured let's just do it in one video. Oh, it's so hot guys, like I need to whip that back. Now my earring's stuck. I have so many problems guys, like see, this is stuck now. I don't know, now this is gonna be annoying. I broke this finger, I broke the nail on this finger 2 minutes ago. My stars are not aligning guys. You guys, I got a new flask because the other one was really bad. Did you guys see the dents that I put in that one? Lord help me. Okay, focus. So these are the first two that I'm going to talk about. The first one is the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer. Very, very popular here on YouTube. And then this one is the NARS Pore and Shine Control Primer. This one, not so much. Honestly, have never heard of this. I just bought it on a whim. With a Tatcha primer, I knew this going into like purchasing, that the Tatcha primer was used a lot by people who had normal to dry skin. But I also heard that people with oily skin enjoyed it as well. So I was like, okay, let's give it a try, right? After using it, the texture and everything, what I noticed was for filling in pores, it does an amazing job. It has a little bit of that silicone feel. And those tend to work well for me. I feel like it does really fill in my pores, and I have very porous skin. But I noticed that it was also a lot more emollient than I would like a primer to be. Sorry, I'm gonna fan myself guys, it's hot. Hopefully my air conditioner will settle in and I don't have to worry about this. Should I open the door too? And I'm back. So I think I was saying that it was emollient. It's a lot more emollient than I would like a primer to be. Reason being is because I don't just have oily skin, I have pretty oily skin. That, in addition to the weather here, it's extremely hot, extremely humid, so I need something even better, even stronger. If I were to use it with a mattifying foundation and then bake, it might work. But if I just wanted to do like light foundation, dust of powder, like I would normally do if I'm just wanting to go out real quick, maybe a lunch or something, I think that my base would probably slip and slide all over my face. I have tried it once and it just didn't look good. It just didn't look good. Now NARS on the other hand, like flip the switch, opposite. It gives me the right kind of mattification. That's not a word, I don't think it is, but I just made it up guys, cop it. I'm not prepared for this video. How the heck am I gonna do my face with no brushes? And then I'm back from outer space. I use matte primers, mattifying primers all the time because of my skin type. To me, it seems as though it's the right amount of matte that I would want in a primer. I use the Becca Ever matte primer, and it's amazing. It fills in my pores and it keeps me matte. But if I use a mattifying foundation, if I want to go full glam, bake my face, it's too matte. So I feel like with the NARS primer, it's perfect. I love the mattifying effect it gives me. However, it doesn't fill in my pores. I don't want to say it doesn't, but it doesn't give me as much pore filling as I would want in a primer. And so I feel like if I were to combine the Tatcha and the NARS, which I do plan on doing, kind of use them simultaneously and see how they work, I might come up with something really good. But to think that I would need to buy two expensive primers in order to do two things, when I have something like the Becca Ever Matte and other primers out there that claim to do both, I don't know if it's gonna be worth the money. I honestly don't. Moving on, let's talk about some cream products and foundations. Let me talk about the foundation first because this will be quick. This is the Maybelline Matte and Poreless foundation for normal to oily skin. I have two shades, one to mix in with my NARS and one just my regular skin complexion. I don't hate this foundation, but I don't like it either. Like, I don't feel like it gives me the finish. It doesn't give me the application that I like in a foundation. This has confirmed that I probably just need to stick to NARS and the Estee Lauder one for a little while. So I think I'm just gonna stick to those. It's okay. It's just okay. I'm still gonna use it, definitely. This really does help even out my NARS foundation because it's too dark. But after this, I probably will not go back to purchasing that foundation. I think the best foundation, was it L'Oreal? I think it's L'Oreal True Match. That would probably be my favorite drugstore foundation I've ever tried. I almost purchased it, but ended up going with that one because I've seen it on YouTube and had not tried it. Next, we are going to talk about Fenty. Fenty. These are the matchsticks. I got the trio, and I have them in the shade Mocha, Bamboo, and Trippin. This is the shade here. I will swatch it for you. I feel like this color is the kind of shade I need, or I prefer, that's a better word, to do the bronzing that I enjoy with cream products. The Tom Ford one that I used to own was way too dark. I like the Chanel one, but it's expensive. It's a lot of product, but I never finished it. I feel like I can actually finish this product and I don't have to like dip my brush in it, and you know what I mean? I put it directly onto my face. It's very precise application, and when I blend it out, it doesn't make my face any more emollient. With my like foundation on, it kind of just settles into whatever my foundation looks like at the time. And so I do enjoy this, thoroughly liking that. Will probably repurchase it. This one here, this is Bamboo. This is the highlighting shade. I don't like it too much, guys. I don't know. I prefer using concealer in this area. This is a little too thick. I mean, Shape Tape is thick, but this is like, you know, this is a stick foundation basically. So it's thick, and I'm not a big fan of it. Trippin. This is a highlighter, but it's a lot more pigmented even for my skin tone. Blended out, it's gonna look great, but you can still see that pink peach undertone even when I apply it as a highlighter. So I would prefer to use this as a blush topper, blush base, and then apply my blush on top of it. I think that would be a prettier use of this, and I do have another cream product that I prefer to use as a highlighter. 2 Milk products. This Milk one here is a holographic highlighter in Mars, and this is the one that I think would be is a better option for highlighting in your normal highlight area, which is right here. See that glow? Because I have not set my face yet. It is this shade here, and I noticed for at least the 2 Milk products that I own that this is truly trying to just enhance natural skin. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's very sheer is what I'm trying to say. In comparison to Trippin, this is, you can see a bit more of that pink undertone to it. It does have a bit of a champagne-y reflect, but again, it's very easy to sheer out. You could put this over just your skin if your skin looks amazing already. Maybe just do some concealer down here and put this over your skin. It looks phenomenal. And this is the Milk Lip and Cheek, and this one is in the color Werk. You can see here the shade. This kind of shade, this shade right here on warm, like tan, goldeny skin, it blends well, you know. It's very fitting for the complexion. And so I knew that, you know, I don't have any more cream blushes, but I knew that when I was going to repurchase another one, it would be in this shade family because I feel it's more wearable. This, again, just put on bare skin, a little bit of concealer, highlighter. It sheers out beautifully. It's got a nice rosiness to the cheek. I probably won't finish this one either. Lord knows I had I forget how many cream blushes I had at one point, barely put a dent in it. But I think this would be a good product to keep in the purse to do cheeks and lips at the same time. Mattify that skin, girl, mattify that skin. It's so hot. I'm just gonna wash this off after thumbnails. All right, guys, should we move on to powders? Let's talk about some powders and some highlighters and some stuff you put on your face. Fit Me Matte Poreless powder. This one here. I have this in Nude Buff, Natural Buff. And the shade's pretty. The finish is okay, but you know, I have to compare it to my Rimmel Stay Matte powder, and it's just not as good, to be honest. If I sweat with the Stay Matte, it doesn't break up on me, whereas this, I mean, it wasn't horrible. It was enough to be noticeable, at least for me. You know, if I can see something on my face from a mirror this far, I'm pretty sure people can kind of see what's going on. They just won't say anything. So yeah, probably not gonna repurchase it. Definitely gonna still use it because it's good to have when I film, just, you know, something to dust on my face. But to use out, no. Bobbi Brown, I have 2 highlighters. I think these are the only 2 I purchased besides the cream versions, but this is Afternoon Glow. I've come to the realization that for me, the Bobbi Brown highlighters are the happy medium of like very subtle highlighting and Becca champagne pot type of highlighter. So this is Afternoon Glow. Oh, God, look at that. It's like that sheeny, almost wet look, but not like bam, streaky look on your face, which I can't do. Not because, well, I just don't like it, but also I have textured skin. So this on my skin doesn't accentuate those pores and, you know, what are they called? Ice pick scars from my acne. It doesn't do that. It lays nicely. I can amp it up. I can, you know, pull it down. I can make it look like I just naturally woke up like this. Then I also got to this limited edition one. I'm assuming because it's got a special packaging, but this is in Rosy Glow. Now this is my jam, guys. See that? Look at that on like my complexion, right? Like this is more obvious. This just, it blends so well. It blends so good. It's like that warm, goldeny, but also peachy highlighter, and it's, again, you can play with it. You can play it up, play it down. It's so good. Fenty Sun Stalk'r. I was gonna say Island Stalk'r. Island Ting. This is, I believe, the warmest bronzer that I own. And it's like, this is really warm. It's warm. That's a very light swatch of it. And I like the option of having different types of undertones with my bronzers. I've just come to notice that it's something that I did without really thinking about it. I like neutral options. I like warm options. I like lighter options. I like darker options, because I like to play with bronzer depending on my makeup look. So I think I have a pretty well-rounded collection. We're working with 5 bronzers at this time. Even though I do use a lot of bronzer, that's more bronzer than you need. Come on. But is the Fenty one good? Yes, it is. I do like it, and I would recommend it. How's it coming along, guys? How's it coming along? What do you guys think? My viewfinder is like this tiny, so I really don't know what I look like. Okay, we are actually nearing the end of this makeup look, as well as the review, my thoughts on new makeup. So let's go with eyeshadow palettes. I just used them. So I have 4 Juvia's Place eyeshadow palettes. I think I initially was gonna get 2, and there was a sale, as there always is, at Juvia's Place, on Juvia's Place. Zulu palette. Shazam. The Saharan 2. Shazam. A Masquerade Mini, which is great because I never got my first order, and I got the big one, so I'm glad I ended up getting the mini one. And then Magic Mini. Thoughts. I love these palettes. Jeez, Juvia's Place, for the price and the quality, it's like, you can't touch it, man. You just can't. When it comes to like affordable eyeshadow palettes, I would have to say that these were the best I've ever come by. There are a couple of types of finishes, but I have primarily used mattes and metallics. With the mattes, I feel like when it comes to their colorful eyeshadows, having a tackier base like on your eyes is a way to go, because if you were to just use it with a fluffy brush and have powder over it, you won't get as much pigment. With the more natural or everyday wearable colors, it's easier to just, you know, put powder on, because with those looks, more of a more diffused outcome, maybe like the finished look, if it is more diffused, more blended, that's generally what people go for with those types of shades. But with color, you want it to be vibrant. So using the mattes, use a tackier base with the colorful ones, and then for the more neutral shades, it really doesn't matter. With the metallics, it's so good, guys. Like, their metallics are so good. Every single one that I've used, and I have been using these to death. I've used every single one at this point, and it's consistent. The metallics are they're so freaking amazing. Another thing that I think is worth mentioning is that the kick up on this is very little to non-existent, which is insane. Like Anastasia Beverly Hills, some really good eyeshadows, like no joke, they're good, but they have a lot of kick up. A lot of them do. These, most of them are like little to none. And look at this packaging, like, sweet Lord, look at that. Like, this is sturdy. Good stuff, good stuff. Colourpop, the eyeshadow palette, I regret building. I did mention it that I tried to return this cancel my order, realized they don't cancel, so I got these. These are all colorful shades. We have mattes, we have shimmery stuff, like metallic-y colors, and then we have glitters. Honestly, have not used the glitters yet. I am a little scared, guys. I don't want it to get in my eyeballs, and then I don't know how to take it out, so I need to just put on my big girl panties and just do it, but maybe not yet. Metallics though, I really have never had a problem with the Colourpop metallics. I do like the color shade range in here. I have more like traditional everyday wearable types of metallics with one, maybe two that you would consider colorful ones. And they all work well. I have swatched quite a bit of them, but in terms of application on the eyeballs, I have used, I think, 4, maybe 5 great matte colors. The pigmentation is very good. I think in comparison to Juvia's Place, the like initial pigment, like putting it on your eyes, the Colourpop does a lot better, but I think when it comes to building, Juvia's Place is better. And that's that. I still don't know, like after using all my Juvia's Place palettes, if this was really necessary. I mean, I told you I wanted to cancel the order, but I have it and it's not bad. It's not like 100% regret. All right, guys, let's talk about some lip products and call it a day. I have stuff, my highlighter still on my hands. All right, starting off with this product here. Let me swatch it for you. No, not gonna swatch it for you. It's right here. This is the Nudestix magnetic matte lip color in Freckle. I talked about wanting this, seeing it on someone else's video, and then mentioning like it's the like 90s look. I mean, come on, look at it. She wasn't lying. This is matter than the NARS Velvet Matte Lipsticks. I feel like those are more powdery, kind of, I don't know what the powdery MAC lipsticks are like. I'm assuming though it's very similar. It's pigment to your lips. It's on the verge of matte but comfortable. You know, that type of finish. It's very trendy at this point. This is definitely a lot more matte. It's matte on my lips, but it's not like crinkly, suck up moisture matte. It's definitely more pigmented than the NARS Velvet Mattes, but I have no complaints. This color is beautiful. It's gorgeous. I'm looking at the mirror right now because it's so good. I don't need any more. I need to tell myself that, but I mean, if I had to get rid of all of my lip products now, I would probably stick to the NARS Velvet Matte, couple lipsticks here and there, and probably something like this. Milani, this is in Naturally Chic. This smells so good. Just opening it smells like amazing candy. The color too, this is a great everyday wear. This is a type of pink that I would go for because it goes well with my complexion. And this is creamier. I would compare it to like a MAC satin, maybe a little bit more creamier, but it does have good pigmentation on it. It's gonna provide moisture on the lips. And again, the smell, guys. I remember putting this on my lips, not realizing it was scented, and was like, what? I'm still smelling it. And this one is a matte lipstick, again from Milani, and this is in Matte Beauty. Look at this, like, what did you expect from me, guys? This does not have the scent. It's like a mauvey brown, but this is very similar to a powdery matte lip. It's comfortable, it's not drying, it's a very good formula, and it goes on like beautifully on the lips. I really do like this. I've been wearing the matte one a lot more than Naturally Chic, but it's more like color preference and finish preference. I prefer something like this. If I wanted something glossy, I normally would wear lip gloss, but that is a pretty shade nonetheless, and I am thoroughly happy with both purchases. So thank you guys so much for joining me. If you guys enjoyed the video and would like to be updated with future ones, I would really appreciate it if you click the red subscribe button down below. I don't know why I was just like doing this the whole time. I'm like, pray, subscribe. Also, this makeup look, all the products can be found on Instagram. I will be posting the makeup look that I had on the original video that I posted, and the hair was all whack. I mean, probably still is, but it was bad. I'm still gonna post that look because I was so happy with the outcome. It was a blue eyeshadow look. When you ever see me use blue eyeshadow, it was so pretty. I mean, I'm not like saying, oh, I'm so good at doing makeup, but I was really proud of the outcome. and because it's colorful, I want to share it with you guys. I can do a tutorial at a later time, but if you want to check out that look, I will be posting it on Instagram. I don't know if it's going to go before or after this, but it will be posted there with, again, all the makeup products there listed in the caption description area. IG. Got it. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until the next video, I hope you're doing well, taking great care of yourselves. Okay, wait, the rhythm just got me like sidetracked. I don't think I said it properly. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Until the next video, I hope you all are doing well, taking great care of yourselves. I will see you all next time. Bye guys. Oh my goodness, guys, did you see like the lifting on this lash? I'm so sorry.